Cheevo, guys!
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
back here again with another video. Today I got some early gameplay for you guys of NBA 2K21. I was really trying to post this like 3 days ago because I got about 1 day early access to the 2K21 demo. However, I was busy uploading achievement guides for Madden. So I'm going to go ahead and run you guys through the demo. This is if you don't want to download it and play it yourself. The demo was just released for Xbox and PS4. Now I have been building a relationship with 2K. They sent me PGA Tour 2K21 2 days early, so hopefully I'll be getting my copy of 2K21 maybe 1 or 2 days early as well, and I'll be able to get a head start on the achievement guides. Now real quick, I'm going to go over the demo with you guys. First and foremost, it allows you to get started on your Myplayer build. It also has 2KU. If you're not familiar with the 2K franchise and you need to know how to play, you could play 2KU and do some training and some lessons. And then third, it allows you to start up a quick game. Now when you start up the game, you can either make your character in game, or you can take a picture of your face using the My NBA 2K21 app, and you can import your face and it will try to make your character similar to your face. I went ahead and passed on that, but you know, that feature's been around for a while. All I remember is like Rainbow Six Vegas importing your face on the Xbox Live camera. Good times, good times. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and create a shooting guard. We're going to go right-handed, and we're going to go with number 73. Next is the pie charts. Now these have changed just a little bit in terms of how they present this, but for the most part it's pretty similar. So I want to choose one that has primarily shooting, so mostly green. So I'm going to pick this second pie chart right here. Mostly shooting, and then second would be finishing. Alright, and then next is the physical profile. Our character is way too scrawny right now. Now, out of all of these options on the right, I'd say speed is the most important, and that is related to purple. So I'm going to go with the pie chart with the biggest purple area, which was the agility area. And then next we are down to manually putting up our stats. So I'm going to go ahead and skip through that, but that is how I laid out my stats. And now we can change the body shape. So we're going to go with built. I like that a lot better than the scrawny Cheevo guides. And then we're going to go with 6'9". No? Alright, that's a little too tall. How about 6'5"? And 205 pounds sounds good. We're going to make the wingspan a little bit longer because in basketball, the bigger the wingspan, the better. And for our takeover, let's see, we have a couple different options. We have the slasher. Slashers receive extra boost to finishing at the rim in traffic. And then shot creators become more effective at shooting off the dribble and can shake off defenders consistently using step back and spin gathers. Spot up shooters. Spot up shooters get a marked improvement to hit from deep, especially in catch and shoot scenarios. We're going to go with shot creator. Alright, and we have our Myplayer created. Next, we're going to get a chance to test out our Myplayer. And it lets you put up or down the overall rating so you can test your potential. So if my character was a 99 overall rating, this is how he would play. So we're going to go and test out the 99 version of Myplayer. Pretty cool that they let you do that. Now, in terms of my badges, I went through these and I was reading each of them. Let me know if you guys want a video highlighting all of the new badges in 2K21. Otherwise, I went ahead and just selected the first tier of all of the badges in the shooting badge category. The entry badge is bronze, and then it goes silver, gold, Hall of Fame. So I went ahead and put my first 2 badges to gold, and I confirmed. I used all of them up, and I didn't even use any on the other categories. But let me know if you guys want a video again highlighting all of the new badges. So it's looking like the game put me on the Los Angeles Clippers, and we're going to be facing the Bucks. Now, those that are familiar with Myplayer know that when you're playing Myplayer, it's really a whole different game. It's not really similar to your traditional exhibition match. This is because you only have control of your custom character. So in my scenario, I'm the shooting guard, so I only have control of the shooting guard on this team. Now, what you have to do is make sure that you are a good team player and that you get a good rating at the end of the game. You can see your rating on the upper right hand corner of the screen. You start off at a C, and hopefully by the end of the game you can get to an A or A+. Now, ways that you can increase your rating is by, of course, scoring points, not being a ball hog, making sure that you pass the ball, get some assists, also score off of some assists, make sure that you set some picks, make sure that you're ultimately a good team player. Now, on top of having a good offense, you also want to make sure that you have good defense. So if you can manage to steal the ball or block the ball here and there, that's going to increase your rating as well, especially if you can get a turnover and then turn that into points. There's all sorts of ways to gain more points. Like right here, you're going to see that I got a boost for good ball movement and scoring off of an assist. Even though you don't have control over your teammates, you still can call for a pass. So if they have the ball, you could press A and you're basically asking for them to pass it to you. They don't always accept, but you can set yourself up with some good scoring off of an assist by using this method. For instance, if you have the ball, you could pass it to your teammate, ask them to pass it back, and then score a point. That would get you the extra points for scoring off an assist. Now, as you could tell, these are just the highlights. There was no way I was going to show you guys the full game, just because these are full 6-minute quarters, which ends up being a 24-minute game. Now, don't get me wrong, the longer the game, the more points you can get and the more you can boost your Myplayer. Those that are familiar with my achievement guides on the last NBA 2K, which was NBA 2K20, know that you can boost your player a lot more, you can upgrade a lot faster, and it's a lot easier to get some of the Myplayer achievements if you play on 12-minute quarters. So that's even longer than the quarters I'm playing here in the demo. It's double that. The thing is that when you start Myplayer, you don't get a ton of starting time, so 12-minute quarters is really like 3-minute quarters for the amount of playing time that you get when you start Myplayer. The reason that my guy is getting so much playing time here in the demo is because we assumed that he was upgraded to level 99, so he's a starter on this team. And if you're wondering, this progress in the demo does not carry over to NBA 2K21, just because you're really not progressing at all. It just lets you test your player. Your build might transfer over, but it only lets you play one game with your new Myplayer build, and this isn't an official game on the schedule or anything like that. We skipped the whole come up and everything like that. So really this is just a test, again, of what your player would be like if he was rated 99. If you're somebody that's definitely going to be playing NBA 2K21 and you want to try to get all of the achievements, make sure you keep an eye out for my achievement guides, because I'll definitely be covering the achievements in this game. Other than that, guys, let's take a look at what else is available in this demo. Once you're done playing the Myplayer content, you are going to be able to play a couple exhibition matches. It actually caps you out at 5 games total. Once you use up your 5 games, you won't be able to play any more exhibition matches or quick games in the demo. Now, in terms of what teams are available in this demo, it has 4 different teams, 2 current teams and 2 all-time teams. You have the Los Angeles all-time Lakers, you have the Milwaukee Bucks, you have the Boston all-time Celtics, and then you have the Los Angeles Clippers. So the 2 current teams are the Bucks and the Clippers, and the 2 all-time teams would be the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics, both all-time teams. So let's go ahead and fire up this game. I'm going to choose the all-time Lakers, and we can take a look at the new presentation.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. We've got the Boston Celtics taking on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Alright guys, so looks like we have Kobe, we have Shaq, we have Magic Johnson, and we have Abdul Jabbar. And is that Jerry West? The logo? Man, he looks like a hobbit. That's crazy, guys. They have Jerry West starting on the all-time team rather than LeBron James. I mean, I guess LeBron James hasn't done anything on the Lakers quite yet, but he may end up doing it this year, who knows. Either way, even though he hasn't done anything for the Lakers yet, it's kind of disrespectful to not put him in the starting lineup. I'm sure he's on the bench. We'll have to see if we can sub him in. That way, I mean, if we had LeBron on this team would be pretty beast. We're talking about a ton of legends, all Hall of Famers. But, you know, Jerry West, he is the logo, literally, of the NBA. That's a fun fact if you didn't know. Jerry West, the outline of the guy playing basketball on the NBA logo, that is Jerry West. Definitely not going to be showing you guys this full game. We'll just run through the first quarter. That way you guys can kind of check out the new animations and the new play style, new shooting meter, things like that. My personal opinion would be that NBA 2K20 plays a little bit better than this one, but it is the demo. Hopefully it's a little bit better at launch. I'll have to get a couple hours with it to really be able to tell you which one is better. Now, I do think we're going to start recognizing a common theme amongst all of this year's sports titles, and that's the fact that they're not going to be that great. And the reason is because next-gen consoles are coming out this year, and the next-gen version of all of these sports titles had to be prepared separately. And I think a lot of the focus went into creating the next-gen versions of 2K21 and Madden 21, and eventually, you know, FIFA 21, NHL 21, so on and so forth. I think most of the effort went into creating the next-gen versions, and the current-gen versions of this year's sport titles kind of got left behind. And we've seen that in previous generations when new consoles were coming out. For instance, when we went from the Xbox and the PS2 to the 360 and the PS3, the current gen Madden really got left behind, but the next gen Madden was totally different. And then when you go to the 360 to the Xbox One and the PS3 to the PS4, again, that year, I forget which Madden it was, but the current gen Madden was totally different than the next gen Madden. And I would expect the same thing this year. I think once we play Madden 21 Next Gen and NBA 2K21 Next Gen, we're going to find that it feels like a totally different game and a totally different experience. Now, unfortunately, EA and 2K aren't playing as user-friendly as Xbox is. To get the next-gen upgrades, with Madden, they're actually kind of doing it. They're like in the gray area, I guess. Basically, if you buy Madden before Madden 22, you do get the next-gen upgrade for free. However, if you were to buy Madden 21 after Madden 22 is out, you would have to buy both editions separately. But who's buying Madden 21 after Madden 22 comes out? Let's be real. And real quick, before I dive into how to get next-gen 2K21, we're going to put LeBron James in our lineup because we definitely need to have him in here. And I don't know. I don't think Jerry West should be our shooting guard, so we're going to put LeBron James in at shooting guard. And now we have more of a dream team. And I'm not a Lakers fan by any means, but I will admit when a team looks raw. And this team looks pretty savage. Anyway, so back to 2K21 Next Gen. So, unfortunately, to get both current gen and next gen, the bundle, you have to buy the Mamba Forever Edition, which is $99.99, basically $100 USD, to get yourself the current gen and next gen bundle. Otherwise, you would have to pay $60 for the current gen 2K21 and then $70 for the next gen version of 2K21, totaling up to $130 USD for both standard editions. So you do save $30 by buying them together in a bundle, and you probably get a ton of extras as well, like My Team packs and things like that. So just know that if you're somebody that's going to want to be playing 2K21 on your Xbox Series X or PS5, you probably want to buy that Mamba Forever Edition, at least if you're going to want to start playing on the current edition of 2K21, and, you know, eventually transfer over to the next gen version once that is released. I do believe that they confirmed that your Myplayer will be able to transfer over from current gen to next gen 2K21, which is good news because I wouldn't want to start from scratch. More than anything, you guys already know, I just hope they have separate achievement lists. If we can get a separate achievement list for 2K21 on Xbox One and 2K21 on Series X, I'm down for that. I'd love to try to, get all of the achievements in both, even though it's pretty much impossible to get the GOAT achievement. Hopefully they don't have that one in 2K21. I'm at about 800 cards out of 2,900 on 2K20, so I'm still grinding that out. I'm really hoping that it doesn't become unobtainable because that would suck. I've been grinding it out slowly but surely. I was able to get a big boost with the last locker code that they gave away on Twitter. It gave you like 750 tokens, which I was able to rip open over 100 packs with. Anyhow, guys, I didn't really want this video to go longer than 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right here. Keep an eye out for my achievement and trophy guides for 2K21 once it comes out. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.